Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment below. If you're here for the very first time, please subscribe so that you join the family, and thank you for making time. Subscribe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pound. So for our older subscribers, lovers of life, thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I want to share with you about few myths. For me, I believe they are myths. I don't know about my other fellow people, but I believe they are myths. There are myths that myths that are considered to be part of our traditions, not really culture, but part of our traditions. The first myth is don't go and ask salt at the neighbors during the night. Don't go and ask salt at the neighbors during the night. Up to now, please, if your parents had ever explain to you what it means, please comment down below. I want to know, why am I not supposed to go and ask salt at the neighbors? I've run out of salt and my neighbors have got salt, so meaning I must just eat food without salt. And let's say I didn't check that we didn't have salt in the night. So a myth: you are not supposed to ask salt at the neighbors during night. Nor are you supposed to go and ask needle during the night. Don't go and ask needle during the night. And apparently, you are not supposed to sweep during night. Let me tell you how your homegirl used to do. So I would wait for night some of the days at my mom's place, my late mom's place, and I will sweep, because I was so curious to know what is going to happen if I sweep during the night. What is going to happen if I sweep during the night? And nothing happened. So we had a house in our village, a homestead of a senior man who was an owner or the chief of the village. In that house, we are not supposed to pull, and also in other cultures, Shivambo, in certain bigger or elder or senior men or women's house, there's certain things we are not supposed to do. So, is this a myth? This is not a myth, it's a tradition. You are not supposed, okay, let me put it this way: myth/tradition. You are not supposed to pull a basket, a weaved basket. If you put it there during the night, and sometimes you are sitting and you cannot stand up and pick it, you pull it to bring it next to you. If you do that, certain snakes will manifest and will follow there. So you are not supposed to do that. And also in that house, we're not supposed to pound the two of you. You're not supposed to pound the two of you, because a fourth people will appear. And one of the tradition is, whenever you go into his house or his sleeping room, you have to so if you don't do that, something will happen. And one of the myth, apparently, when you are pounding the marula oil, it is only given to somebody who is harsh, because that person, no, not harsh, a person who cries a lot, because that person's crying will now, I don't know, will now, will now make the marula oil to produce or to reproduce itself. And there's also one of the myths that I believe is a myth, that if you want your cows to multiply, or goats or chicken, you must pretend as if you give them to a certain person, because this person's hand is very fruitful, and it makes the whatever you name it after them, might it be cows, chickens, or it multiplies. Okay. I don't know. And there's also this thing, um, um, I don't know where in the Bible is written, maybe it's theirs. Some of the traditions that during weddings, you don't slaughter a goat, but you slaughter a lamb. Because apparently, if you slaughter a goat, because the goat, apparently, because Oshikombo, because the name of the goat, it's like a sweeper. It will apparently destroy that marriage. Okay. And I don't know. And there's also one of the myths, apparently, when a woman's feet, I don't know whether I will be able to reach here. When a woman's feet is like this, women, for you with this feet that is close here, this feet that is close here, your feet must be like mine here. Can you see my feet? Woo! Sorry, guys. But yeah, this is my feet. When your feet is close like this, apparently, those back then, you were not marriable. Because when you are walking, your toes are not making space. When you are walking, there's that saying that apparently you will destroy people's cows. Yes, that's a myth. A woman like that with such feet was not marriable. My question is, when did she had a choice to order from God such a feet? When did she had the power to tell God that make my feet like this? And yeah, but that is the traditions or tradition or myth, guys. I don't know. Help me, please. But I think traditions. Let's make this video tradition. The traditions, okay? The traditions. And also, one of the traditions is, plus, in our Shivambo house, we are not supposed to turn your bed in a certain direction, and neither are you supposed to turn the chofas just anyhow. And one of the traditions is women, when you go to your in-laws and you are given food, when you wash yourself, don't shake your hands. They will say, they will conclude that you are a lazy person, and you will destroy your future husband's wealth. So they will tell the husband that woman is not marriable. And also, back in the days when growing up, I found that traditions. A woman with a slim tummy was not considered beautiful. But a woman with some skin in the tummy, a woman is a bit curvy. Whenever they were dressed that odelela, and those malembe onokakafa and so on, and the stomach of a woman here, they call it omaweti, and they'll be like, and then she's just wearing either a bra or something to cover the this part. And then the older people will be like, what the tomaweti? What did you make? They'll be like, oh, look at this woman, so beautiful, so curvy. Yep, those are things that we have found. And also, I was in the category of those women that were not marriable because I'm born left-handed. That is why if you see here, you might not see it any longer, but if you see somewhere here, I was burnt when I was young because they were trying to enforce the right hand on me. But it is unfortunate, with my speciality, God decided to make me left-handed. Yes, because when you are left-handed, you are not marriable, and glory be to God. My first marriage was never a wambo, and the second one is never a wambo. So glory be to God. So God has a good plan for each one's life. Okay, and also, what are some of the traditions? Some of the traditions that nobody explain is when a child is born in among the Shivambo family, this child is given a covenant bead that is called oshilanda, ile oshinyenye, ile unjenje. And the one, yes, okay, I'll come to that one for the waist. Let me tell you, that thing is a covenant. That thing is not written in the word of God. It's a covenant. That is actually dedicating your child to the ancestors of that family. Okay. And that is why when a child does not belong to that family and they put that necklace, something happened to that family. Why? Because it's not their blood. They can do nothing. Come for me, but this is my belief. Okay. And some of the myth, apparently a woman must be wearing oshilanda ile onjeva in your waist because it will apparently separate your waist from your lower body. For me, my eyes, I don't know, I need to maybe go to and see a spectacle, an eye doctor, because I've never seen a woman's waist, created out of wearing that thing. It's because they've got nothing to explain to you. That's why they tell you that. That is a myth, guys. If you want your waist to be separated, go to the gym, do something. That is a myth. If somebody tell me, no, just wear it. Me, when I was, I think 7, mine, I broke it because, I don't know, as I tell you guys, I was a very unique human being. Very, very unique human being. I'm also a strong dreamer. I dream, and I just don't dream like that. I dream when the Lord needs to tell me something. Fine. And one of the myths, children like me, remember I told you that I'm having a specialty, I'm a dreamer and I've got a prophetic grace upon me and so on. Those days, if I had to dream at the age of 7, 8, my mother would take okakangwa or something they use and apparently puts on the center of my head, and I'm supposed not to mention the whatever because people will witch me. Okay, fine. That is why those days, big kids that were born with like spiritual specialties, like not witchcraft guys, but dreamers, or big kids that used to see visions about God, they were hidden. They were hidden. Okay, fine. And also, what I don't understand is some of the traditions. Some of the traditions are just very hectic. Some of the traditions are very, very hectic. And what I also don't understand is this Olufuka thing. The person go and get married in advance, and this person will have no choice of who he should love. This person's marriage is arranged, and she go and marry one big tate like this. Not good. That tradition, if I was born in those days, I was still going to break it. And some of the traditions, somebody buying a car and take it to the village. And then me, the old me, I will speed on the car and given a cloth or an item to put in your car for that car to be protected. Hey, my Christian, that are traditions. You are literally becoming a witch. If you do like that, you are becoming a what? A witch. Okay, some of the traditions or cultures, they will be like, don't marry that person because of this and that. If you love your woman, you love your man, you pray over them and get involved, get married, and please the Lord. So what is the last one? Please comment down below, man. What do you want me to talk about? And guys, the last tradition for today I didn't like was that when my mother passed away, my mom, she was a hard worker. She had a huge land in the Ondonga, Nalukula. Mommy had cows. Mommy had another house in Okwanyama. But when mommy passed away, she was mourned as that person who does not have a house, because my relatives didn't want to go to Onalukula because Kondong, they are Kwanyamas or Kondong. You know Kwanyamas, you Kwanyamas. And they didn't want to go and mourn her at Okakwa because out of their self-centeredness, they wanted her to, Lord, let me just say it, but I said it already. They decided mom to be mourned, okay, in my grandmother's house, which is good, but if I have the right now, I would say I didn't like it. She was mourned in Oshakalwa because apparently she did not have a room in my grandmother's house. And that's why she moved out. Oh, she's mourned in Oshakalwa. That's humiliation. That is some of the traditions I just don't like. They are not good. They are not good. And the last one now, the last one for today is culture. I don't know. I never heard Donga saying, don't marry a Kwanyama. No. I have never. But Kwanyamas, they will be like, don't marry Ndonga. Ndongia homborwa. But when their daughter go and marry at Ondonga, they don't have a problem. But when their son want to marry Ndonga, then they have a problem. Ndonga, how do you? Are you getting me? So, yeah, basically that's what I shared, and I think Namibians will understand me more. And let me tell you, if you're a parent watching this, some of those things people saying, Katima, Ndonga, or whatever. Yes, we all have our experience with whatever. Sometimes our predictions and our beliefs are kind of a prophecy over these people's relationship, and that is why it will not work out. It will not work out. And something I want somebody to let me understand, but in my own understanding, is there is never a witch doctor is called Povanu. Atuntala Povanu. Which Povanu? Why don't you say Atuntala Kondudu? And for me, witch doctor and wizards, they are the same. They are all wizards. So I don't know that this one fits, but I just wanted to share with you and how I understand and how I see. And yeah, and they also have a word that they like to say, Kilongoyova no ihakwitelwa matanga. Apparently, you cannot prosper in a foreign country, but Abraham prospered in a foreign country. We are all foreigners on this earth. So basically, that's it. I hope you find it interesting. The Lord bless you, keep you, and keep watching.